Hello, my name is Allie and welcome to my channel. We are back with Mystic Destiny Serendipity of Aeons, Shinji's route. Let's go. We're taken to a bedroom, and after we all sit down, we look toward Sorka. In order for you to understand Lachlan, you must first know some of our kingdom's history. Lachlan's goals are related to the throne. In the first era, the era of Bud, the warrior Boudica united the Fae and began the court system. Afterward, she became High Queen Boudica, the first queen. After her death, however, her descendants have all refused the throne for unknown reasons. Sorka looks at Shinji. This is the line Owen and Lachlan descend from. With mine and Lachlan's lineages combined, Shinji is first in line to become the High King. Lachlan must have had plans to show to Owen once he grew older. I don't know why I really derped with that. Plans to come back to convince him to take the throne and give it to him instead. Of course, poor Owen would not be prepared for any of this. I am sure Lachlan believed he would easily give into his demands once faced with the task of leading a kingdom. Lachlan must have had Mickey's help all along. Or perhaps she is the one who seduced him into leaving me and doing all this madness in the first place. What a horrible man. Indeed, he is the one that ran off with my darling newborn son. How he could possibly do such a thing is beyond me. I nod along with Sorka. At least I had a good father, even if he wasn't with me my whole life. Shinji, who has been quiet the whole time, stands up. We all look at him, but he only gives Sorka and Killian a little nod and then focuses on me. Let's go. With only that, Shinji leaves the room. I have to wonder what he's thinking, suddenly leaving like this, but I stand up to follow him out. When we get outside, I bow to Sorka and Killian. Thank you for everything. I glance at Shinji waiting by the entrance and then look back at Sorka. Give him some time. He'll come around, I'm sure. Sorka nods graciously. Thank you. I wish you safety and health until you return. With our goodbyes said, I join Shinji. Together we depart from Avalon. Oh, Chapter 8. Wow, didn't expect that. Eye of the Storm. As soon as we pass through the portal into the human realm, we're met by sunlight. I squint up at the sky, glaring in the general direction of the sun. Don't think I'll ever get used to the weird time thing. We both deactivate our gear crystals with a flash. I follow after Shinji, and he begins to explain what he wants to do next. What we need to do is to get some info first. Then we can strategize on how to capture Lachlan and Mickey. Though, if they're up for talking without being captured, that would make things significantly easier for us. Shinji's voice suddenly feels so distant. Ugh! I feel a strange feeling overtakes me, as if something is shifting inside of me somehow. Go. Him. I hear a voice in my head. It sounds like my own, but it feels odd. Like me, but also unlike me. A sickly sweet scent fills the air. I can't quite place what it is, other than that it's a flower of some sort. I can feel my eyes start to prickle and sting. For a moment, I feel like I might start to cry. Munchie? Hearing my own name being called, I somehow manage to chase away the strange haze and focus on Shinji. He looks down at me with worry shining in his brown eyes. I want to tell him about the strange sensations I just went through. He might know if it's something worth worrying about. Don't tell him. What? Why not? Don't bother him with it. It's not important, so no need. He has enough to worry about at the moment. He does always worry about others, and he's got this to worry about. Yes, it would be ever so nice to do this little thing for him. We are still going to tell him. I don't care what the voice in her head says. We're going to tell him. I should tell him. This can't possibly be normal. It is. I am part of you. A sorceress must always have a guiding force within. Really? Yes. I am here to guide you to where you need to be. The voice is so warm, so kind. Even though I can't see it, I feel like they are right there next to me. Like a big sister quietly watching over me. I'm not sure what I'm doing, and even though I do agree, I can't help but feel uneasy still. So, what's next? We need to go get the information from somewhere. Shinji looks away for a moment. From a moment? I think it's supposed to be for a moment. For a moment, whatever the reason, he seems reluctant to tell me. You know you can tell me anything, right? He sighs and turns back to look at me. All right. So, we've got to go to Galen. What? Galen? Why? Shinji looks amused for the first time in a while. He laughs. You'll see. Let's go. Shinji takes me to a pretty normal-looking house on the outskirts of Choa. Just make yourself comfortable here. He starts to move, but before he can leave the room, I call out, Wait! You're not going to leave me here to wait while you go off and do some secret stuff alone, are you? Shinji laughs and shakes his head. No, not this time. I just need to go and call the old man, so I'll be back in a bit. Oh, okay then. I barely managed to settle in on the sofa when Shinji comes back with some tea for us. I thought you went out for a call. I did, but I also made tea. We need to relax. Thanks. Am I allowed to ask where we are? Is this Galen's house that we're in or what? Sort of. It's actually a safe house. That sounds so suspicious. Safe house? For what? It's just a safe place for various meetings, mostly. Definitely suspicious, then. I take a sip of my tea, quietly weighing the pros and cons of asking anything more. Oh, Munchie. Yes? Shinji sighs. This might not come up ever, but I want to warn you just in case anyway. Warn? I suddenly feel very nervous. Never lie or try to trick Galen. Depending on the situation, he might just let it go and choose to be amused. But with him, it's hard to predict. He always knows. I nod, but my mind is whirling. Just what is going on with them? I take a sip of my tea and glance at Shinji. Should I ask? Would he even tell me? He looks like a girl. He's so pretty. Oh, what did I do with this voice? I see you brought Munchie after all. I jump at the sudden new voice and inhale tea instead of air. Coughing, I look up at Galen, who's standing there, leaning against the door frame with an amused expression. Where did he come from? Galen seems to have a bad habit of appearing as if from nowhere. Sorry. Didn't mean to startle you. His words don't match the expression on his face at all. He's totally not sorry. As Galen takes a seat on the opposite sofa, I realize that he might have overheard what Shinji was telling me. Oh no, I hope he didn't. How awkward would that be if he did hear Shinji warning me about him? I glance at Galen, but I can't read him at all. He just looks amused, as always. Our eyes meet, and for a moment, I feel as if he can see right into the deepest parts of me. Those vivid green eyes shine with knowing. But before I can think too much on it, Galen directs his gaze at Shinji. You haven't told her yet. It wasn't a question. Whatever it was, he knew. Shinji chuckles. He doesn't look the least bit surprised. Told me what? And is that what he meant? That Galen just knows? No, I haven't. I wanted to wait for you. But you knew that already. Galen just continues to smile without comment. Shinji rolls his eyes and sighs. I feel like I'm only getting pulled in deeper into confusion at their conversation. I'm actually going to let you guys go here. So I plan on doing Mystic Destinies, only 10-minute videos, and I'll do Hakuoki 20 minutes due to the fact that Hakuoki is a lot longer than Mystic Destinies. So I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!